Charlie said if anyone could come up with a winner, it'd be Pinky Tibbs.
Okay. Thank you. Gloria, do you think you could show us where you saw the hanging man? Miss Gibson, Gloria, you remember a film you did called The Sodbuster?
So someone's tipping someone.
No, I don't think so, Charlie.
We could be two lovers on safari.
いつだって男が負けよ。
Diamond Camellia.
銀座ジュエリー巻きナビオ阪急3階。
お？ダイヤがスポーツしている。How are you doing?
Diamond Camellia.
銀座ジュエリー巻きナビオ阪急3階。
Hi, folks. This is Happy Farrah, your used dinosaur dealer. I got 'em lean, I got 'em mean, I even got 'em green. I've got acres and acres of dinosaurs. I mean, you can see for yourself, I've got a whole swamp full. So you say you're looking for a sporty model? Well, here's a two-legged Tyrannosaurus with original scales. Natural air, 4 on the floor. Try this Brontosaurus with a drive-me-home roar. It's guaranteed for 2 million years or extinction, whichever happens to come first. Or, how about this late model Triceratops? This beauty usually goes for 100 clams, but I gotta make room here in the jungle, so I'll let you drive it away for a fast 50. Now, for a sneak peek at our latest model. As you can see, it won't be out till next year, but my inside sources tell me it's a hatchback.
If you wanna buy a beast you can trust, Happy Farrah's got a monster that's a must. If you want 4 on the floor, guaranteed to snort and roar, get a dime dinosaur. Mwah!
artist and sculptress. She hopes to open her own gallery. She's from Corpus Christi, Texas, finds relaxation in many outdoor sports. We're delighted to welcome to the dating game, Farrah Fawcet. Hello, Farrah. How are you? Nice to see you. Now, Farrah, we have three gentlemen whom you'll be questioning, of course, and from their answers, you must select the one you think you like the best, all right? Okay, let's start with a hello and see how they sound. Bachelor number one, would you please say good evening to Farrah? Farrah.
Farrah. Hello,
Okay, have a seat right here. Make yourself comfortable. Find out all you can, and gentlemen, good luck.
Okay, thank you. Number one, what is your favorite smell, morning, noon, or night? Okay, number two, same question.
Just the first part of the day.
Okay, number three.
It's
Okay.
fantastic. If you ever smell a sunset, it is.
Number two, being from Texas, I'm used to having things done in a big way. So how would you make a little thing like sending me flowers really big?
Bring you flowers, I would bring you one beautiful, small, little rosebud.
Oh, thank you. Number three. Number one, when is a woman really most beautiful to you? Number two, same question.
Why?
Okay. Number three, if you were in charge of everything, what would you make the national pastime?
All right, that's the signal, Farrah, and now you must make up your mind, so relax and think about it. Welcome back to the dating game, and Farrah, you now must make a decision. The gentlemen over there, of course, are always intent on winning. The question is, which one will be selected in your mind? Will it be bachelor number one, bachelor number two, or bachelor number three? Which one gets the dates?
Number two.
Number two, all right. All right, bachelor number two, that's terrific. Is there any particular reason, Farrah, why you selected bachelor number two over the other fellas?
Because of the flowers.
Because of the flower. You like, he's going to send you that one small. Hey, fellas. This has never happened before. Eddie, gonna go on? Go through. Hey, fellas. Hey, are we gonna keep this number two, correct? Lost a little control. We'll keep it going? All right. You selected bachelor number two, so let's meet the gentleman you did not select who took it so well. You did not select bachelor number one. Bachelor number one is a former Golden Gloves champion. Fellas, would you get back behind the screen, please? He is great at all kinds of sports. Obviously, he's done some boxing. He loves to go dancing. Lance Remmer. Lance, come on over and say hello to Farrah, please. Lance. You also didn't select bachelor number three, Farrah. He's a professional motorcyclist from Johnson City, Tennessee, Paul Knuckles. Paul. Well, thank every sense of the word, and I'm sure you'd like to meet him, right? Okay, let me tell you something about him. He is an actor. He's been in The Name of the Game, Mod Squad. He's also an artist, just as you. He's working on his first one-man show, so you have a great deal in common. Joey Hooker. Joey, come on and say hello to Farrah, please. Well, Farrah, I think we've gone far enough here. At this point, we've got to unwrap a little mystery for you. First of all, I didn't lose control. This is March 29th. The next Tuesday is April 1st, better known as April Fool's Day, which explains our bachelor's demonstration to Farrah's decision. Obviously, we're not pleased anyway, the numbers 1 and 3, but these bachelors are fully qualified for that sort of mayhem because they are all well-known movie and television stuntmen. So come on back, fellas, and take a bow. Where are you? Come on out here and take a bow. So realistic. How about a hand, ladies and gentlemen? Lance, nice going.
Yeah.
Got him everywhere.
Well, not everywhere.
Well,
Farrah is calling me cute.
She was such a dynamic. It started with the tough question. She was so dynamic, you know, and so gifted. And she had this desire to record history, and nothing got in her way. She was just blessed with a gift, you know, the way she saw things, the shape of things.
is there...
In fact, when we were filming, and I kept saying, she did this, she did this. Yeah. Well, she was very physical, you know, and I am too. I think she was very feminine, on the other hand, you know, besides being physical. And she was a professional. You have to consider this was in the 30s and the 40s. So for a woman then to do it, you know, and not stay at home and not, I mean, when she went to get the job at Life magazine, they'd never had a female photographer. So it was really a big deal then.
And the first...
Well, I majored in art at the University of Texas, so I took a course, and I thought I did before I did this. And I said, I think I could, you know, I know the shutter, the lens, I know how to load. And then they brought up these antique cameras, you know, which are wooden and weigh about 35 or 40 pounds. And I had to lug this around all day. So I knew nothing, as it turned out. But I thought, also, I've been on the other side. You know, I've been photographed so much. I'll think of this. But it sort of all goes when you start filming, you know.
Yeah. Does it do
Well, before I realized, you know, that the difficulty in getting a photograph, not just a person, but, you know, you could put us all in front of a building and say, photograph the building, and we'd all have a different, you know, perspective, and there's just a lot that goes with it. I mean, knowing how to develop your own film, and the reason that I wanted that clip is because she was such a pioneer in terms of nobody had really photographed inside a steel mill before, and it was impossible to shoot. And the first photograph that came out, there was no difference in the shot. I mean, everything was sort of shadows. So she's the one who had the idea to take the flare in and shoot with the flare. And she was very inventive throughout her career with, you know, new things dealing with photography.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Terribly.
Yeah, terribly.
Decided instead of staying in a hotel, I would stay in this condominium. Big mistake. So I said, yes, well, I'll get there. Well, I better have something. So I walked around in this market, and all of a sudden, just literally 100 people came. Like, can you sign this? I got out of the market with lemon juice, cream, Philadelphia cream cheese, potato chips, Coca-Cola, and water. Now, that was not dinner. I don't know what I was thinking. I wanted to make a salad, but I was so... One guy flew from Germany and stood outside my gate, you know, and it was during the summer. It was so hot, and he was like, had flowers that had wilted, and, you know, the cops say never let them in, never sign the autograph, never acknowledge it. But he was, you know, Ryan went to the gate, and Ryan came in and said, you've got to talk to he's weeping. And he was actually weeping, and... You know, now he flies over a lot, and he's sweet, but yes, strange obsessions.
I was looking.
The last. Do you feel like it?
People have said that I seem happier. You know, you don't. I think you don't dwell on yourself so much, not have to worry about home, and Redmond is in school. That's fine. Everything's, you know, in a good place. He's great.
Is he?
Yeah. He's
yeah.
really...
Some problems, but he's doing all right.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
He's really, really good. Thank you.
Get to hear me now.